Like I'm a roller.
Okay.
So like.
Yes, sir. You're a crumple.
Yeah.
Really? Tell me more. Welcome back to Privy. Privy is a podcast about bathrooms, recorded from my home bathroom. I'm your host, Hunter Hoover, and I love bathrooms. And I am joined this week in home recording studio, and where I appear naked multiple times a week, with none other than Mikey Medina. Mikey, how are you?
I'm fantastic today. How are you?
I'm doing great. So one of the things that I always ask right at the top is how does it feel being in here right now? Just give me the vibe.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought I would get Hunter in here trapped in his own bathroom, but It makes me feel like I'm in a little powerful position.
Yeah.
So kudos to me, I guess.
I am at the mercy.
So
I'm literally trapped.
I've been through weirder things with my friends, so this is no issue to me. We have our clothes on, so we're good.
Yep. Everybody's fully clothed right now.
Right now?
Yep. We will remain fully clothed at all times.
Thank you.
People have asked for video, and I do have like some video episodes, but I said, you don't want that. Like, because it is just me. Usually it is just me on the toilet talking
Do you have your pants on?
I do. Yeah, I have my pants on every episode. There is one episode where I had to stop recording, but I didn't hit the stop. And then I like scooted everything out, turned around, peed, and it got the whole like just like pee stream sound. And then I'm like, so that's like in a file somewhere. I have that. I also have my friend, he was on a couple years back, and I have his wife in the background gagging because she's changing their son's diaper, so I have a file on my computer it's like Michael's wife gagging sound, and it's just her you can hear her in the other room.
So you make a couple video episodes and release them, and then you release a blooper, and you've got two Insta hits right there.
Yeah, something like that. But Mikey, for the folks who I know you a bit, we've known each other about a year or two now, going on two. But Mikey, who are you? You know, share as much or as little as you want. But if you wanted people to know, like, this is Mikey Medina.
So I'm a person that should be taking semi-seriously and semi-non-seriously. I'm always trying to be the happier person in life and trying to bring joy into other people's lives. I think about others a lot before doing things for myself sometimes, and sometimes that's not very good on my end, but, it is what it is. I'm actually a wrestling coach for a MAC club here in Albany where we're at, and I get to coach Hunter's son, so that's pretty cool, and I get to coach some other great kids, and I work at the high school level too, and I help coach them. I'm just an overall, just pretty much, I like to be the guy where I do my thing. I don't care what people think, and I just do my thing. So to be in this bathroom, I won't care what people have to complain about. Yeah,
you do have to get to a point where it's like, it's a bathroom podcast. There's a lot of that. You'll be fine. I've found that people are on the show. People like to ask them like, what did he do to make this happen? And it's like mostly just a little bit of persistence, and it's like, hey, do you have a bathroom story? But no, and Mikey, you said like you like to be the guy that helps people out and brings joy, and that's so evident, like especially at the high school, especially with so many of the kids you work with, because you do work with a pretty tough population of kids, but and whether they'll admit it or not, there's some that are probably too cool for school, but they love working with you. Like, they really do. I think even the ones that don't know how to express that, they would express that if they could. So kudos to you. And feel free to tell people no, it's good for them.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That is one thing I need to learn is how to say no.
Yeah. No, but Mikey, it's cool to see you work, and I wish, I wish a lot of things, but it is cool to see you work, and it's cool to see you work with the wrestling kids, not just the little kids, but the older kids. I love it, especially because I just see like a window of it, but I like when you guys kind of start, wrestling around with each other, because I'm waiting for you to just send someone to Suplex City. Just absolutely, like, I know you're probably not going to do that because you don't want to hurt them, but
unfortunately, I can't do that to a high schooler or a little kid. But there's another coworker that once stepped into the circle, and bless this man's soul, I set him flying, and he's a good 3 digits above me in weight. So I sent him good. So that was a fun day.
Did he not expect that?
Not the way that he went, no.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's funny.
he expected the loss. And this was over the summer, so we were working with, this was a football coach, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and one of his kids told him to get in there, and he did, and we was doing some sumo wrestling, and he decided to push up against me, and his feet went over his head, and he went backwards, and I came out on top on that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you guys doing like real sumo? Like, not, I mean, in that, like, the style?
Kind of.
Okay, just kind of going for it.
Yeah, basically. We more or less were supposed to push each other out, but I'm only 155 pounds, 160, and for him to be almost 100 pounds heavier than me, that's big significant weight advantage. Yes. So I just went for the throw, used his momentum, and that was a lot of ooze that day.
Just let him fly. That's awesome. Have you ever, in wrestling or in coaching wrestling, have you ever seen like a bathroom accident, like either mid-match or maybe like...
I've had one.
Oh, you...
Yeah. So,
no.
This was when I went to college. I didn't wrestle very long while I was there, but I did have the opportunity to do that. And,
that's awesome.
Over the summer, I actually went to go work for my grandmother, and God bless this woman's soul, Hispanic grandmother, cooking with a lot of oils. I actually gained 30 pounds over that summer and came back at like 155. So first wrestling tournament, I was trying to make 144, I think. And me and another teammate of mine, Aaron Runyon, shout out if you ever watch this or listen to this. I'm telling our story here. We took some laxatives. We walked all the way to Walmart in Portland, and it was about a 1.5 mile walk just to go get some laxatives so we can make weight. And
okay, I was like, why?
I was wrestling this kid, and he put me in this one move and splitting my legs apart. And I haven't worn that singlet ever since.
No
way. Oh yeah. Never wore it, never will, but that happened. Did they just
call the match at that point?
No, because it was like just enough to where like I was good, but like my underwear wasn't.
But you and your opponent knew what happened a little bit.
I don't know if my opponent did, but I did. I felt it.
No.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
Wrestling, in my brain, wrestling is like the worst sport to have a bathroom emergency.
Yes,
because you're so. I mean, it is
that
kind of
and track actually.
Yes,
You got to imagine sprinting down for the last 100 meters, you turtle heading. Been through that situation where I finally made it to the bathroom. I actually needed to go before the start of the race, which the race was the 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's at least 10 to 11 minutes of me having to take a deuce.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
then.
I actually forgot all about it until I got home.
Really?
Yeah.
It's. I mean that happens. Yeah. My understanding is like people that run really long distances, like marathons or even like cross country. And I should ask your brother this. But they'll just poop their pants.
Some people.
Yeah, they're just like.
I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching State. I think this was like 2017. There was a girl.
No.
Yeah, there's a girl that wasn't muddy at the course, and I only know that because everybody else wasn't muddy.
Yeah,
but
there's mystery mud somewhere.
Like she had some mud just slung down her back, and she was the only girl. So, and it wasn't like on her upper back; it was just legs and below.
Yeah. The mud pie.
Yeah, so I've seen it once.
That's a sight, dude. But yeah, wrestling's so intimate because like intimate might not be the right word, but
no,
it feels
intimate's the correct word.
Yeah, because I mean you're so in close that it's just, and there's so much reaching and grabbing that I feel like it's just a danger zone for anything bathroom related.
Even
wet. Like, even if you just peed, it's like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, like, those singlets are only so thin.
Yeah.
And, well, I like a lot of the younger kids, sometimes they don't do the 1-2 pumps. So they'll get a little dribble drabble on their singlet and you can see it. And,
Yep.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
That and old guys. That's like an old guys thing because apparently, like, there's a lot of dribble when you get older. I don't know, not much wrestling, but like you'll see it. It'll be like the old man dribble in the pants.
Huh.
Maybe I need to quit looking at the crotch.
Maybe that's
maybe what we've learned.
General
today.
Consensus.
Yeah. Well, I learned something today. Maybe pay less attention to
male
crotches.
genitalia.
Yeah. Just really any genitalia. I think is probably good news. Good advice for me. But so, Mikey, I have a number of questions. But I will say, if you have any bathroom stories, you can share them throughout, or you can share them up front, or as we go, if you have something that sparks your, I guess, recollection, you can share. But do you have any bathroom stories to open up with?
Okay, so
besides having a little poo during wrestling.
Yeah, so I actually just got off the phone with my mom because I wanted to confirm this story. And I don't know, I was about 7 or 6, already in bed. My mom says probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. And I was sitting on the toilet doing my thing. And all of a sudden, I threw up all over the ground. Oh, yeah. And so instantly, the first thing I Cheaper by the Dozen was out. So that was a big movie that we watched. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was like, clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. And I just hear pitter patter. Both my parents come into the bathroom and they're like, oh. And, they cleaned it up for me. And they were very, very nice about it after, they laughed at the whole clean up on aisle 3 thing. Because what kid does that when they're sick? Obviously me. And I just went back to bed after that. But yeah, that's when you told me to come up with a story for the podcast, that was the first thing I thought of.
So wait, you were just like, were you sick?
I have no idea.
Just threw up.
I just went to go take a poop and threw up on the toilet. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's wild.
I don't know if it stank. I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of nuts actually.
Huh? That's a mystery.
Yeah. And I have a terrible weak stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So any poop in general, or we work at a high school, so if we go into the bathrooms, and it's stinky, it's randy. I'm a gag a bit.
Really?
Yeah. So I can't pick up my dog's poop if he poops inside on accident. Even the little dog poop, I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely hate poop.
Is it just the poop smell, or is it
poop in general? I don't like the warmth. I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I'm everything in my. I'm trying to just not describe it in full detail but I won't do that.
Please do. That's what I'm here for.
Well, it's just I get it though.
I don't my poop is never bad for me, at least. But I guess other poop, is no.
So when you at the high school, we often use the same staff bathroom.
Correct. Have
you found and we don't need to name names, but there are certain staff that blow it up bad.
Yes.
Have you dialed that in?
Yes.
Okay. I believe I have too.
One specific person.
Do you work with them?
No.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Do they possibly maybe share a wall with me?
Yeah, and I believe he might be English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And I think I think it's good to own that. I think there's a less than 5% chance he'll ever hear this. His taste seems to be very different. So, but
I heard he reads a lot of poetry in his downtime. He's very different.
I literally cannot relate to that in any way.
I don't read outside of work, obviously.
But. Well, I read when I have time, which just doesn't happen.
I read the subtitles on TV a lot.
Same. Yep. And I'll read I read for my jobs a lot, which is I think why I don't read for pleasure, because I spend all day reading notes and files and emails and.
But when you were a kid, how often did you read? Did you read as a kid?
Some, not much.
See, I used to be like, I don't know if like every school did it, but we did AR points.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right?
AR is great.
And I was in that 100-point club, 200-point club. And then all of a sudden I hit 6th grade and stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like reading just by myself.
Yeah.
Read the first 2 Harry Potter books, one of them in 5 days, the other one in 6 as an elementary schooler.
That's quick.
Yeah, so like I used to read.
Yeah, I used to be the same, and it was AR that did it because I loved and still am this way. It's probably ADHD, but like the gamified, if I can win or have like get points, I'll do it.
But when I was in middle school, they were still doing AR, and I didn't even care.
You're like,
so like
nah.
the objective was done for me in 5th grade, basically. So like I don't.
That's interesting.
I could see your idea, but at the same time, I like because I got the ADHD too.
Yeah.
Now, like there was the reward of you reading the books and hitting those triple digits.
Yeah.
But like, did you get an actual reward like you did in elementary school, or
I don't.
Is it just unseen points and you have to do it for social studies?
I do think there's a breakdown in the point system, and I think middle school is probably the age where you just kind of quit caring. You're like, really, your points mean nothing to me. Pizza party. That was me. I was very motivated by the class pizza party. Even in middle school, I was like, yeah, that seems good. Movies and pizza instead of anything else.
Do you still get motivated when it's a staff pizza party?
I don't.
Is it because we're staff members and we deserve more than the cheap box of pizza?
That's part of it. The other part is I rarely just get pizza. It's usually pizza attached to a meeting I hate.
Oh, and we're not knocking on anything either. We're just speaking truths.
Yeah. Oh, and anybody that would be upset has already heard this from me. So I'm like, good. Yeah, it's like, okay.
That's why I haven't shown up to anything.
Yeah. Well, see, and I respect that. And I am there and I'm going, I shouldn't have been here because I don't need any of this. I think in the last 2 years, I've gone to maybe 2 meetings that had information that was like, you know what? I actually really needed to know that. Now, there's information that I go, okay, like, I get why they wanted me here. It's somewhat pertinent, but, like, and then probably 50% is, and it's not even bad info. It's that the demographic of kids that I have and that I work with, it's never going to apply to them. Like, Avid stuff. My kids are not doing Avid. Like, they're just not. Like, even if I try, and I do because I'm supposed to, they get angry and then why am I doing this? And I'm like, well, because this is what we're doing. We're going to try it. And then it's like pulling teeth. And
well, also with the population of students that we do work with, like, I can tell you within my ADHD, I can't do no Avid notes, no Cornell style notes. I'm going to do what I can do that's best for me.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like that's what my students do, and if your students want to do that, then they would.
Right.
But
I just tell the kids, I'm like, listen, notes are for you, so take them however you best learn. If that's like writing a line or drawing a picture and labeling, I don't care. But like the notes are for you, so do whatever. It's probably not the most teachery thing to tell them, but
we got to do what we do.
I'm pretty hands off on as far as like this is how it must be done. I'm like. I have kids that are like, can I just tell you the answer? And I'm like, sure. This saves me some grading. Let me get my notebook out so I can write down that you did this so I don't forget. Yeah, it's a wild world. So I have a number of questions. We're going to start through them. And if we get to one and you're like, oh, gosh, I have a story, stop me at any time because that's usually what happens. The first is, what type of toilet paper do you use at your house?
I don't know. The Costco one.
Costco signature?
Costco.
Yep.
Yeah. I know it's Costco.
Yeah.
But
now, do you buy the Costco brand, or are you getting, because Costco also sells Charmin, the big bear?
I think we're getting the Big Bear.
Oh, really? That's primo.
Yeah.
That's primo.
Now, I don't know what kind of toilet paper it was. My roommates had this. We just moved in with some guys.
Yeah.
They have this toilet paper that had like waves where they like it breaks off.
I think that's Charmin.
Right?
Yeah.
But like it was the most soft toilet paper.
Oh,
it felt like diamonds.
Yep.
I never had that.
That's the beautiful bears. They're just doing good work at Charmin.
Yeah. But we just get to just Costco brand. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. We get bears. I think.
Are you kind of like toilet paper agnostic where you're just like, you know what, I'll use whatever?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I absolutely hate the single ply.
Like what we have at the school.
Correct. If it feels like my finger's about to go through, I don't feel like it's safe. Or if it feels like it's giving me a paper cut on my bum.
It's going to whoopsie blast himself. Just, no.
No, thank you. If it feels like paper towel, you probably shouldn't be using it on your butt.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever had to use paper towel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've used so many things.
Cool. Pillowcase.
That is
the soft side.
Go ahead. Well, how did you get to that point?
So took the girlfriend out fishing.
Oh yes.
And I'm a very serious, avid trout fisherman because I don't like to spend all day to go catch limit. So I'll go catch my 5 and go home as quick as possible. But took my girlfriend out and we was over at Green Peter Lake in Sweet Home, and I really needed to go to the bathroom, and so we started packing up, and the closest bathroom for us was probably 5 miles away from where we were. And by the time we got up to the top of the car, I was like, I really have to go.
It's time now.
It was very much time right then and there. My girlfriend had a body pillow in the back seat. And she allowed me to use the case that was on it.
Oh my gosh.
There was a like soft fuzzy side and then like a smooth non-fuzzy side. I used the soft fuzzy side because I feel like it would catch more.
Yeah. What an experience.
And I'm all against the littering, but I'm pretty sure that pillowcase is still there.
It's part of nature now.
Like, that was almost 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's still there. You think it's still out there?
Probably, because like I still go to this. I was hidden, secluded, but I was like off the side of the road. So if a car was coming, I could see the car, but the car couldn't see me. Yeah. So like when I still go fishing, we call that my spot, and like, things happen. I carry toilet paper now.
That's where Mikey's special pillowcase lives.
Yeah, she wasn't happy about that.
Oh man. Just curious, how come you didn't go for the sock? Like rip the sock off and like just use the sock?
I'm pretty sure my socks were wet and in my bag.
Oh yeah, so that'll do it. That'll do it.
When I go fishing, I typically go to like multiple locations throughout the day at the lake.
Okay.
And so usually at the first location is at the Green Peter Dam. I'll be out there, and it's a little slippery, so sometimes I fall in. It happens actually more times than not. If I don't fall in while I'm there, then I'm probably not doing something right.
Oh my gosh. You're just planning to fall in.
Every time. Sometimes I don't wear socks while I'm out there, just so I can have like no wet sock, just wet shoe.
I will say, Mikey, I think you can't be the only, but you are the first that I know that's used a pillowcase. So hats off to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's some next level stuff. When the toilet paper's on the roll, do you prefer it to fold over or under? What do you got going on?
It goes over.
Oh, okay.
It goes over.
So that's pretty definitive.
Yeah. So like, you seen what's that show? What the autistic Dr. Murphy? The good doctor.
The good. Yeah.
He gets a girlfriend and into a relationship, and they get into an argument about what side the roll's on.
Yeah.
And I like mine to be over, and I'm not the person to put the roll on.
Yeah.
So, no, every time I'll grab a new roll and just throw it on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit on the floor. That's the one I do.
So that annoys my girlfriend, and I feel like she does this intentionally. Well, she'll put the flap on the inside.
Yep.
And so then I fix it every time. So I probably should just start putting it on myself.
It seems like it's a bit on you.
Yeah.
So why do you believe that that's the way it should go?
I'm really lazy, in all honesty, and reaching over that 2 to 3 extra inches is kind of absurd.
Nope, it's Mikey. Yes, but you're not the only one to say that. You're not even remotely close to the first or probably the fifth to say it's easier for me to do it.
Yeah, and like when you roll it, do you want to roll it upward or do you naturally want to roll down? You want to naturally want to roll down, so like
I'm convinced it doesn't matter. Like and Anna's with you, and you can see that she has repaired ours because I probably put it on backwards, but like yeah.
It's like a tomato type deal. And yes, I know I said tomato twice, but
yeah, that's how similar it is. How many sheets do you use when you wipe? How many do you go for?
let's see.
Oh yeah, this is where we really get diving in deep here, where it's like, huh.
So actually, it's weird. I'm a crumper. Like I'm a roller.
Okay.
So like,
yes, sir. You're a crumple.
Yeah.
Really? Tell me more.
I don't know. I crumple it up. And
when did that start? Just like as far
probably
back
since I was like ever since I could wipe my butt.
It's like finding a unicorn. When you find a crumpler, it's like finding a rare gem.
I don't know. I'm a crumpler.
Yeah,
so
my son is a crumpler. No clue where that behavior came from.
As long as I'm clean, I don't care how it gets wiped. But I feel like if I get that 2 to 3, that's just soft. I don't know how to like explain it, but like it feels like the toilet paper is moving.
Yeah.
In my hand. If I crumple it, I've got like enough toilet paper to where I can do my thing without getting anything moved.
Yeah. Silas described it as because the paper has ridges, it collects more poop.
He could be onto something. Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't like the whole, because then I feel like I just have a slidey wipe. And
slidey wipe.
Nobody wants that slidey wipes.
That's where you just keep going back. Do. I mean, you go 4, 5, 6 wipe job if it takes it. Sometimes 8.
Yeah, but sometimes you just need a 2 to 3 wipe job with a crumple.
Yeah.
Have you ever crumpled?
I've done it once just because
Now that you're a little older, try it again.
I'm afraid that I'm just gonna get poo on my finger.
Trust me, you'll find the right amount of.
I don't know, man.
And you'll find the right way to crumple it.
The crumpling is something else. That's great, Mikey. And I guess you probably would be like, yeah, I just grab a bunch and crumple because you're not really counting. See, me, I'm like, I count out like 3 or 4 and I fold and I fold and I go.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh man. Okay.
I feel like pooping shouldn't be that much work.
shouldn't be math involved with taking a dump.
Correct. Unless you're counting how much weight you've lost from the time that you haven't gone to the time you went. Oh. That's a good mathematician right there.
Have you ever obviously you've done it because you've brought it up, but was there ever one that was like astronomically different? Like, oh man, I can't believe the size of that.
I think on a routinely basis when I was in school, checking my weight, going to practice, whatever, I would sometimes drop like a 2 to 3 piece. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just a lot of it and it's smaller.
I was the 126 pounder that walked around at 130 because I ate anything I pleased.
Yeah.
But then cut down like 2 days or the day of, because I only had to cut 4 to 6 pounds. I can do that in practice.
Yeah.
So like I'm eating basically up until the day of, and then
everybody else is having salad, and I can only have a little bit. Man, that's a big job. Do you use bar soap? Are you a bar soap or a liquid soap lad?
Liquid for my hair, obviously, but bar hair. Soap.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So I
respect that.
Dr. Squatch. Shout out.
I'm squatching it. It's right over here.
This is not a paid promotion.
It's not.
But
unless Dr. Squatch, unless you're listening, it could be. It's not, but
it could be. But yeah, Dr. Squatch. Let's see. I've got probably like 7 bars in the closet right now. Christmas, I get a bunch.
Yep. I've got a box that's full of Squatch right now.
I think right now I'm using the Star Wars ones.
I think I've got the red, white, and blue one that they did for 4th of July this year.
I did not get that one.
It came free with an order. And then because it was free, I was like, I got to use it first. It feels weird to use it last. I don't know.
Do you like grit or no grit?
I haven't messed with a grit one yet, but I have some. And like the next one I use is going to be a grit.
It feels so exfoliating.
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
pretty good?
Yeah, and like have Silas try it.
Yeah.
After wrestling practice.
Okay.
So like,
Really get him lathered up.
I don't know if this happens to him.
Yeah.
But like, when I get home after practice, I'll already start be like welting up.
Welting?
Yeah, like
From like sweat?
yeah, from the sweat on my shirt or the material.
Oh, interesting.
And like it looks like zits starting to form already, but it's like as soon as I like take off my shirt, they're forming.
That's crazy.
And like it just cleans them and they're gone within the next
Wow.
day.
Yeah, he didn't have that, but
It's
it's
almost like a rash almost,
Huh.
but like
Yeah,
it's not.
he doesn't have that. He's just like a 20, 25, 30 minute shower. He's just like
That's just a typical boy shower.
He fights the shower, and then the minute he's in there, it's like definitely gonna be 20 minutes.
Does he come out red?
Sometimes, yeah. He's pruny and just he doesn't get it too hot yet. He's not to that point. Like I like it scalding. Like I love a hot shower.
Now, when the water starts to cool down, do you turn it back up?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not in that long. I'm like a 5 to 10 minute shower. Yep. I also don't shower here. I shower at the church. I'm an enigma. I shower more at our church than I do at my home.
Interesting.
Yep. As in like 5 days a week there, 1 day a week here. I don't shower on Saturday. That's a hunter's grimy day. So if you ever catch me on a Saturday, I'm probably not laundered.
So
Like,
when we're at a wrestling tournament, I should not smell you.
There's no. Oh, I got deodorant on.
Okay.
I'm fresh. But like, I have not showered.
I wouldn't even know though, because
Yeah.
like your beard just looks fresh.
Yeah, some days it borders between like fresh and homeless. Is like
I'm telling you guys right now, at 7 o'clock in the morning, this man's beard is pristine.
it's because it's only had oil on it for about an hour.
That makes sense.
Because I oil it up about 5:30 when I get out of the shower at the church, and it's just yep.
Huh.
And there's a whole routine there. And Michael Wall's our custodian there too, and he knows that it's like we have a little bonding moment.
Are you guys over at Eastside?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, we're both there.
I knew he was that.
So we just work, and he just follows me around the neighborhood. I used to be his neighbor right behind his house. Like I could throw stuff and hit his backyard.
That's funny.
Yeah. Back in the day. How do you feel about baths? Pro bath?
Depends on the day. Like, let's say, I mean, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But when I was in school, go out on a run during like Thanksgiving time. You know,
Okay.
there's that turkey trot race, the 5K
okay.
and
Yep,
the
yep, I'm
10K
with you.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Go do that. Super cold. Feet
Yep.
are wet. I'll go hop in the bath.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm sick, I'll still bath now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sometimes I'm not too much of a non-manly man to admit that I will take a bubble bath every once in a while.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's just relaxing.
Yeah.
I'll even light a candle for myself.
Do you shower off before you hit the bath?
No.
Oh, you're going full soup.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've never done that. But also like when I bath, I'm pretty typically clean anyways.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bath after a wrestling practice because then I'm just gonna
Just
get all that
sweat.
nastiness back on me. But like, if I'm not doing anything with my day, so I'll just yeah. Or if I'm sick, I'll go
Yeah.
take a bath.
Yeah. That's fair.
Or sore. If I'm sore, I'll take an Epsom salt bath.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very big believer in the Epsom salt baths.
Anna hits him up all the time. She's got the little bag. And
Yeah.
she's got like a coconut flavored one or something right now.
Delicious. Eucalyptus is a good one too. I like eucalyptus, minty, pine tar.
Pine tar. Yeah. It's got to be a smell because
It is.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, they make a
Squatch?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Huh? I probably have it in the cupboard. I don't even know it. You ever take a snack in the bath or in the bathroom?
I mean, I've taken beverages into the bathroom.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the best one that I've ever had would probably be a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
After like a friggin' hot day.
Like a little shower drink?
Yeah, a little shower drink. That's all I've had.
That's right. No snacks though.
Not that I can think of. I mean,
I can see like with the poop gag, it's probably not like a thing you're gonna seek out often.
probably not.
Yeah.
Honestly, and like I've got a bunch of friends who eat cereal in the bath.
Okay.
Or like in the shower.
cereal in the shower.
Yeah.
You say.
Yeah. Like they're like,
and you know more than one person that does this.
Correct.
Is it milked? Like, is it cereal and milk, or are we just going?
It's full cereal.
How does the water not like invade?
I'm assuming they put like the shower head down.
Yeah.
To run down their back.
Oh, man. That's like a long snack. Like,
it depends on how big your bowl is.
I guess, man, cereal. I'm gonna have to try it.
You should.
I'm gonna try it.
Also, viewers at home, Hunter talked to me the other day about eating an orange like an apple while in the shower.
Yeah. Have you given it a shot, or
I
have you
not
considered
yet.
or
No.
Okay.
I have not. I don't
not gonna partake.
I work multiple jobs, one of them being at a grocery store in a produce department.
It's about to ruin produce for everyone.
Genuinely don't bring home fruit.
You see it too much.
I know what goes on, you know?
No.
And it's just it's sometimes scary. Obviously, I know you got to wash your fruit and veggies before eating it, and there's a very big reason why you should do that. But yeah, it's absurd.
I never do.
Oh no, you should.
I never do.
Because like,
unless Anna washes them before she puts them in the fridge. But are
you an organic or non-organic?
Oh, non-organic.
Non-organic.
I think organic's made up.
Okay, it is. That's a conversation for another day, though. Anyways, basically, you've got all these produce items. Let's say kale, chard, all of that fun jazz, right? They're supposed to be soaked for about 10 minutes before they get thrown onto the shelf.
Yeah.
Now, in order to do your job in a timely manner, because you got to get it done by like 10 o'clock, and the whole thing cleaned and stalked, trimmed, and soaked.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that sometimes the soaking doesn't prove to be effective because people will still pull out bugs and like I've pulled out like little larvae things. They look like white caterpillars, but they weren't caterpillars.
Oh yeah, I've seen these, and like when we grow stuff in our garden, I've seen it.
And
Anna soaks the life out of that stuff though.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you can like see them floating after you soak
Correct.
it. I think that's the point.
And it's nasty.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if you want dead bug corp.
I don't ever. I don't like vegetables.
Veggies are delicious though. But yeah, no, it's yeah, and like the ridiculous story is like some girl bought carrots, and carrots are gonna be dirty in the bag, right?
Sure.
They come out of the ground, they're gonna be dirty.
Yes.
Girl returned the carrots and was like, I don't want these. I'm getting a new bag. These are too dirty. Excuse me, ma'am. You need to be washing your carrots before you eat them. There's going to be dirt on every bag.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people are going to peel that too. Like, that's going to do a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, if we're making, like, taters or something, I'm washing the potato. We're talking, like, when I get an apple, it's just going straight in the lunchbox. Like, there's no...
I don't think, like...
I assume somebody between the tree and me has washed it.
Probably yes, but then also you got to think about all the kids that run through.
That's true.
And like you know your kids, right? They're pretty fairly young. You know their hands aren't the cleanest at all times.
Yes, they're
so like
grimies.
My thought process is even if your kids are clean, they're still dirty, and there are kids who are going to be dirtier than that.
That's true.
And so I'm not going to throw an apple from the table into my mouth.
That's fair.
I would at least wipe it down.
Oh, I always give the shirt shine.
As long as it's shiny, you're good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I do it until I kind of get the little thing. Well, yeah, the little insider info from Mikey.
Yeah.
You ever taken a dark shower?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that like a regular thing or
no?
Oh, okay. I do it like almost every time.
I don't like the dark.
Oh. Yeah. Cool. Neither does my son.
Yeah. So I also don't know if this is like just a me thing, but when it's dark, I usually have TV on. So like when it's dark, I can't sleep in the silence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like I have to have like music or some sort of noise.
Yeah, we make the Amazon thingy make like white noise almost.
Yeah,
like
so
rain sound. And
I watch TV for my sanity, but
Yeah.
my girlfriend thinks it's just because I need a nightlight. But yeah, I don't like the dark.
It's fine.
Like
Yeah.
I still run through the house.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Like at my mom's house, if I'm like house sitting and turn off all the lights, I'm running through the house.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you real quick. We just played this game with our church teen group. It's Mafia. All the lights are out. It's like pitch black in the church, and everybody's walking around in the dark. And so that probably wouldn't be a thing that you're.
Probably not. I don't. If I can feel like
Oh, and there are people that are like just there to scare the other people.
and
Like,
that's the precise thing. I don't
Yeah.
do jump scares either.
Yeah.
So like, saw a haunted maze once,
oh,
and as soon as they turned on the chainsaws, I was gone.
he's through the side of the corn.
Like, yeah, I'll finish the corn maze, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like scare. Like, I don't like scary. I just.
and like
Yeah.
another thing too is like, for me, those like, let's say Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
not a big issue for me.
Okay.
Ghostface, not a big issue for me.
Ghostface.
Like Scream,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know, those aren't big issues. Anything that has to do with possession or demons,
the hoogity
like
boogities.
that, like no, thank you. If any of our viewers ever seen Sam and Colby, you know, those YouTubers, I cry almost every episode.
Sam and Colby.
Yeah.
I'll have to check this out.
They used to go and explore abandoned places,
Oh, see, I love that stuff.
and then they got arrested for trespassing.
I've heard about these guys.
And
Yes,
so
yes.
now they do paranormal videos.
Yeah.
And I cry almost every episode
Oh,
because
shoot.
it hits.
Yeah.
It feels too real for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that stuff is. It's just like, ooh. Have you? Let's see. Oh boy. Well, let's start. We'll start with this. And I, Mikey, do you know? Have you ever performed a waffle stomp?
What's a waffle stomp?
I'm so glad you asked, Mikey. So a waffle stomp is when you're in the shower. It's when the urge to poo hits too strong that you just go in the bottom of the shower and then you just stomp it down the drain. Like you just stomp it goodbye.
Never had that thought process. Anytime that happens to happen to me, I actually get out soaking wet. I won't dry off. I'll just hop on, and then like I'm wet, so obviously the dookie's coming out wet and slippery.
Yes.
And then I still sometimes don't dry my hands because like I'm not wearing pants, so I can't dry my hands off
Yeah,
of my pants, obviously, and I won't go.
You're not going to be able to get the toilet paper.
Yeah, and so I'm not getting the towel either. So sometimes I'll grab the toilet paper and it'll just like start sticking to my hands because I'm still wet. And like, yeah, so I typically try to go before I get into the shower.
Yeah. Would you ever waffle stomp it?
No, that would make me gag.
Yeah. So there's as far as my findings on the internet, there's 3 categories of people. There's you, that I think is probably 80% of the population, where they're like, I'm just gonna get out, hit the toilet, and I might even get back in the shower and finish up.
Oh, I will. I'll get a shower.
And then there's like probably, I would say 15%. I would even say more, that are like, I'm gonna do my best to not, but I would stomp it if I had to. And then there's this other group. Oh, why? Just sorry. I'm gonna leave it recording. Yes, Anna. Oh, I've got to unlock the bedroom for you. Okay, one moment. Oh, I forgot I locked that. Here, I gotta scooch out, Mikey. Sorry. Be quick.
5-minute bathroom break. Oh, I'm getting a surprise hello.
Are you staying here?
Oh, that's for
Where are
me.
you going with?
Thank you.
Then head out.
Miss Sarah just gave me a gift. She's the best.
Boy.
And Silas is great too.
You got your costume on, huh? When they don't know it, maybe that's better. Oh, look, you got a crown.
I got a crown.
Got a little crown. That's fun. Yeah. So the waffle stomp is, you're not doing it. But the third category. Sorry, I had to catch where we're at. Most of this will be deleted. Is a group of people that will either poo into the bottom of the shower and then they'll scoop it out with their hands and put it in the toilet. Or, subcategory, they actually try to catch it, like poo and catch, and just kind of like toss to the toilet. Now, yeah, so I have never found this person, but apparently they're real, because the internet is full of people that are like, "Who? You guys don't catch it?" Like,
now, if I can find someone, do you want me to send you their information?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do you know?
I know a lot of people with different backgrounds, and so someone who catches their dookie might be somewhere along the lines.
I mean, I've met a lot of weird people. Like, I had a guy, he sent me pictures, and he's like, dude, I can poop alphabet letters. Like, I can make my poop shaped like letters.
No, you can't.
I mean, it was more like, I think he was like pooing and like adjusting his squat to like make it fall so it was like in the shape of a P or in the shape of a G or like, but they did look like it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, to me it's like my situation's not solid enough to be able to accomplish things like that.
You're supposed to be stringy when that happens.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he'd have like one probably 8-inch long turd, but it was very like you could tell it was, you know.
Now, can you tell what kind of poop you're gonna have before you get to the toilet?
100%. And mostly it's because mine are usually that kind of like soft, flaky, like it's like diarrhea adjacent.
Got it.
It's the coffee thing. I drink too much coffee.
Soft serve.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Not like froyo, but
yeah. Sometimes like, I can usually tell what it's gonna be. Yeah.
I only can depending on if my stomach starts to hurt.
Oh, really?
Or like if my butt actually starts to hurt itself. Because so like here's the thing.
Yes.
As you know, I'm secluded.
Yeah.
From almost the rest of the school.
Yep.
And with us being also understaffed, I sometimes don't even get my second break. Right. So like at the time of my seclusion, if I'm with this, like my student for 3 hours, I'm with him for 3 hours. If nobody can help me, like even come in for 5 to 10 minutes so I can use the bathroom, like my stomach will start to hurt. And like I'll be waiting and my bottom will start to hurt too. And like when those happen, it's like explosive, powerful, coming out of a cannon type deal. Usually leaves me in a little bit of pain, but things happen, you know?
Yeah.
I don't.
You gotta go to the doctor and get a medical note for it. Say like, hey, look at this. You guys caused me distress.
You think that would work? You think I could get like workman's comp for that?
I don't know. I mean, if you're sitting all day and the conditions are making your butt hurt, cause
like today from 11 o'clock to.
They'll probably give you like a cushion to sit on. I mean, that's probably what they'll do.
From 11 o'clock to the time that you saw me after lunch,
yeah,
I had to go to the bathroom. And that's almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
That was 2 hours, 2.5 hours almost.
Yeah.
And so like
that's crazy.
That one wasn't fun.
Yeah, there's some trouble in those waters. That's insane. That should not be happening.
Amen to that.
And I don't say that like against like the teachers in charge of your situation, because I think they would be the first to be like, yeah, this should not be happening. But
it's a lot of self-advocating right now. We're working on it.
Yeah, that's awful. That's frustrating. Do you have maybe that's one of them, but do you have any bathroom pet peeves? Things that people do in the bathroom that it's just triggering or just is like so frustrating to you? Or if you want, you can overshare and be like, yeah, my girlfriend does this.
No, it's the thing that I think like I dislike the most is if you're in there by yourself and you got to make a little bit of grunting noise to get it out, whatever. But like I'm trying to dookie in peace, and I'm sure the person next to you wants to dookie in peace.
And they're struggling.
Like, please try to refrain from grunting, making any sort of noise. Don't be maybe praise to Jesus when you're done, but like, don't give no scripture to get it out. Like, just sit and dookie in peace, like with the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'll sometimes, like, if I'm at home and I gotta go, and me and the girlfriend are having conversation,
Yeah.
I'll keep the door open.
Yeah.
And she'll just be right outside.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
yeah. I'm not gonna say it's normal because I think most people do shut the door, but we like this door is regularly it's just open. Mostly because if I shut it, my children will it's like,
Fair game.
where's
to open
dad?
it.
Bam, and it's like, go back out. There's no reason. I'm like, no, it's you do it too. We go away. Yeah, but you're doing it. I'm like, all right. Scallywags.
Because dads can't poop.
Yeah, apparently dads don't poop. Do you have a restaurant that does you the dirtiest, that just is like fouls you up the worst?
Honestly, not that I can think
No?
of. No.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I mean, I guess anywhere that has cheese, really.
Oh, really? Cheese
Yeah,
is
so, like,
cheese is a game changer?
I'm
or-
lactose.
Oh, really?
But not in the way as in is coming out of me instantly. I'll get blocked up for like 3 days.
Oh, yeah, that'll.
Yeah, I'll get backed up for a couple
Sometimes
days.
that's worse.
Yeah, so it's terrible.
Yeah.
And by the time I finally get to go, it's like I'm the guy in the bathroom grunting.
Screaming one out.
Yeah, it's
Man, so no cheese.
Oh, I still eat cheese. I don't care.
You just take. Have you ever found like something that helps with that? Like, because
Probably the coffee that I drink.
yeah,
Because like it's worse during the summer. Because
Yeah.
during the summer I'm not drinking as much coffee.
Yeah.
Right? Because right now I'm drinking 2 to 3 cups
Yep.
of coffee a day,
Yep.
and
You gotta keep it loose.
as soon as like summer starts,
Yeah.
I'm still getting my caffeine by drinking soda or rock stars or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll get a Dutch Bros maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. And like,
Yeah.
so I think that's what's doing it is the coffee.
Because I know some people that have lactose. They've got the like lactate or like milky or whatever the pills are.
Yeah.
You can sling those back and it like neutralizes. But
For a minimal amount of time, yeah.
okay.
I know plenty of people who use it.
Yeah. Well, Anna uses it every now and then, but but that's more like when the dairy does the opposite direction, like where it's like
I think so.
yeah, because I haven't found anybody that's like, oh yeah, it plugs me up and this
Yeah.
helps. It seems to not.
Miralax helps with the other one.
Yeah.
But that's also a laxative.
Really soften it up. Yeah, you don't want any more wrestling.
No.
You can't. That's too good.
Yeah.
Well, when you started that story, I was thinking, why is he like? What was the point of the laxative? And then you were like, yeah, to cut weight, and I was like, all right.
And that's the sad part. I just needed to cut like 2
Yeah.
pounds. I didn't want to go run anymore. So you just, yeah.
That works, huh? It just
I
cleaned you out?
mean, it did, but
Oh man.
I made weight and suffered the consequences with it.
Yeah. So did the other guy.
Just a little bit. I mean, he came out on top. So, I mean,
Oh no.
in reality, who had the worst of that one?
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's a rough look.
Any future wrestlers out there, please don't take laxatives to lose weight.
Yeah,
Lesson learned.
yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Well, Mikey, we're pretty close to the end here. I always ask everyone at the end of the show if you have any bathroom wisdom you want to bestow on people. What if you had advice or just sage wisdom about the bathroom? What would you tell people?
Honestly, don't take your phone in there
Okay.
because, like, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm done pooping, and 5 minutes later, I'm finally getting done with my business.
Yep.
But also, I actually just learned this the other day. You apparently should not be blowing your nose while on the toilet.
Yeah, I've heard this, and this is going to be a look into thing. But
Yeah, and like going back to grunting, you should not be grunting and trying to like force it out, you know? And so like a little weird, okay, if you're in the situation to where you feel like you got to grunt, you got to like pulsate your butthole in a way.
shoot.
And
yeah.
like
Yeah.
and like it'll just at some point once it comes out it'll just keep going.
Just kegel it. Just
Basically, and it like it slowly works its way out without having to put so
wild.
much strain. You shouldn't be straining.
I never have to strain. Mine's like, again, it flies right out.
And that's the coffee.
Yeah, it has to be. Because I like liquids that I drink are like coffee and either sugar free, and I know sugar free is bad. I know people tell me all the time, but like this is pretty much water with essence. I'm an old man as far as what I drink.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, that's good advice. I think the sneezing on the toilet is like it prevents like hemorrhoids or like you like poop in your guts or something. I don't know. I think it's wild.
Yeah, that's some science we gotta.
I'm gonna have to go do a little science looking into that. But well, cool, Mikey. Thank you for doing this.
Of course, this was fun.
It was.
I would love to be here again.
Sweet. We'll set it up for future. We'll have to combo deal you with somebody. I've done a couple of doubles, and those are always like, oh my gosh.
You know who I wouldn't mind if you can get J.A. in here.
Oh,
my head teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, for many reasons, I don't know if that'll happen, but
probably not.
Would love
but
for
I feel
it.
like
Yeah.
that would be so fun.
I'm a pretty open book as far as like if someone's willing to sit down with me in a bathroom, I'm willing to try to figure out how to make it happen.
I'm trying to think like.
Yeah. Coach Wehrman. I can see you and Coach Wehrman doing a good show together.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Or you and your brother. If I could get your brother.
I don't think that could happen.
Yeah.
No, he's got the dad life and like.
Yeah, I have a way of like making people realize. I think it's when they're like, "Oh wait, he's a dad."
But also, you got to think too. It's like me and my brother.
You're pretty different.
We're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah,
we're
yeah
different material.
It's so true. It's so funny to me. Like you guys are so funny.
I remember. I think it was last year I went into your room and I said something. Why do you guys put up with his stuff? You know, it's like because I'm funny. Yeah, and they think it's funny. Yeah, so I don't think my brother. Would...
I think it's just because you're the little brother. You know what I mean? Like I think he's like I can't think he's funny. He's my little brother.
And that's what I feel like too. Is I don't think he's funny. He's my bigger brother. You know what I'm saying?
See, I think he is funny though. That's why, like, he's different funny. He's like outraged at the world funny to me. Like he's like, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this is happening.
Like, yeah. I feel like my brother's lid is just it's not completely off of his head, but like he's like a little kettle. Yeah. You know, whereas like it just sits there and dangles while
he's gonna hear this. He'd be like, "What are you?"
No, my brother knows I love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's funny. Yeah, he's funny, but I think I'm real life scenario funny while he's just he's funny.
He's a little more filtered, I think.
Very much so. Yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
It's good. It has its place.
I sometimes don't tend to have a filter, as some people may have learned. You know. Hey.
It's great.
As I'm talking about here, pulsating my butthole to poop.
Again, it's pretty at home on this show. I've heard, like, I had a guy, he's like, yeah, I don't wash my legs. No need. Water runs down. There's no need to wash legs. And I'm sitting in like this, and I'm going, okay, how did we get here?
You know that used to be a thought process.
Right.
And like.
But you were probably, under 20.
Definitely.
Right.
I was probably under 12.
Exactly.
But it was like, why do I need to put body wash on when I've just shampooed my hair?
Yep. And it's a thought that I think every kid has. But that's just that. They quit being a kid at some point and they're like, no, the whole thing is just Randy. Like I've got to get the whole thing clean. Yeah. So I've heard all sorts, like, I've heard somebody's like, oh yeah, my dad eats steak in the shower, and I'm like, that is just the most baffling. Chris Luckman told me he eats ribs on the toilet.
Why does that not surprise me?
It doesn't surprise me, but I'm like, so once you're there and you got the ribs everywhere, what next? Because you're not grabbing toilet paper, not with sticky rib juice all over your fingers. Right? See, like, so Mikey, what I'm saying is the pulsating butthole, which it might end up being, I hope it's not, So it might end up being the title. But like,
Please.
no, it won't.
That would be so funny.
It could be either that or just like something with that pillowcase, just the unfortunate pillowcase or something, you know. But it's just like, it's so at home. Like there's everybody's different.
Chris Luckman, if you're tuning in on this one,
he'll hear it probably.
Please reach out to me because one, I miss you, buddy. Two, I think you still got that picture of me passed out on you. Oh yeah, my senior year at state, after I was out of the tournament, I got 2 10-pieces from McDonald's, ate them, and then passed out on Chris. And like he took a picture and sent it to his wife.
Yep, that sounds exactly right.
But yeah, no.
That's awesome.
Actually, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Get me.
You and
yes.
He'd do it too.
That would be great.
Because I think he's at least been on. He's been on like 2.5 times. The half is he played Santa.
Oh, I like Santa.
Yeah. So, he was my Santa one year.
I'll be your elf.
Are you for real? You're making a joke, but it's an undeniable fact that I'm looking for an angry elf right now. That's not a fake thing.
Like how angry? Wrestling coach angry?
Sure.
Or like
I bring whatever energy you need.
Like
just how you really feel.
In real life situation?
Yeah. Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. So that's really the motive. Also, there is this little like undertone of like you're a little jealous of the reindeer because Santa has like Santa takes baths with the reindeer. It's the world of Privy's got a weird Christmas
imagination.
Yeah. Our Santa is a little different than most.
Okay.
Yeah. It's essentially just Chris but shirtless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we can talk about that because that's a for real thing that I'm working on currently. Well, Mikey, thank you for being here. I'm going to do the part of the show that I tell people when they're on is like, when if you have a dog or you have a dog and they're in the backyard and they're taking a dump and they always like make eye contact with you while they're pooping.
Yeah.
And they're like, they know that you're watching them and they can't really do anything about it. So the dog is me right now closing out the show because now that we've had this nice conversation, I get to sit here and just talk and say all the emails and stuff while you watch. And I feel like a dog taking a dump. So that's the part of the show that we're in now.
Cool.
So this has been another episode of Privy. Thank you for being here. We'll keep the social stuff short. You can follow us at Privychat. Do you want people to find you on the internet?
They can.
Where do you want people to find you?
I only got Facebook and I don't really use my Instagram. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or like Snapchat. Yeah. I think
we'll stick some links in there too.
Magic_Mikey3 for Instagram.
It's too good.
Yeah, that is my Instagram name. I think my Snapchat is like Mikey is a god, which think about it now, probably shouldn't have made it that because I am nowhere near godlike anymore. I guess you could say I used to be fast at one point, but that was about it.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah,
that's too good. Yeah, we'll put links down below, but go check Mikey out. Say hi. Check out what he's doing. He's doing good stuff with the wrestling team, and there's sometimes some things on there about that.
Yeah, so if you ever have any kids wrestling, Monday, November 4th through like January, who knows when, send your kids up.
Yeah.
Email me, send me a message on Facebook, whatever, and we'll talk.
Sweet. That'd be good. Yeah, we'll build that. Keep building that because you and all those crew are doing good stuff there. This has been another episode of Privy. Thanks for Kevin and Poddington for the use of your music this week. You can send us an email, privycast@gmail.com. We'll close it out. Keep pooping in the free world. Own your stank. Don't sneeze while you're pooping. And now, as always, don't forget to flush. And I just cram this right back here. Really captures it. Cool.